Hello and welcome back to Boring Dead Gaming, where today we're going to be playing more Tangle Tower. I think we're getting near to the end of the case. We've talked to everyone, we've found all but one piece of evidence. We have another room to go in which might contain the final piece. But to quickly remind ourselves, we've got a couple of places we can go and sort of investigate clues a bit more closely. And we also have discovered this secret room up here that we haven't been to yet. So let's go here first. This is new, that wasn't there before.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
This is to help us get in the harp. This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will smooth his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya. Well, how about that? Yeah, so we're going to need, maybe if we play, we've got a couple of cassette tapes, we've also got the birds, and we have the doorbell, is what I'm thinking. So...
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Maybe she's not dead.
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well?
It's a perfect match.
Oh, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
Maybe she's not dead.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Unfinished business. Right. Yeah, I think I'm correct. So let's go. I don't know how to use this. Let's just do the bird thing again. Here we go. So birds, it looks kind of like a crab almost, doesn't it, with the two little arms coming out. So let's go now to the harp. We'll enter the birds one in.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
That one. Okay, we can do the doorbell one pretty quick as well.
Let's come back later.
I think it even put it up there to remind us, but it was fine. Let's do the doorbell. I think it will remind us anyway, but it's almost like the other one, but upside down.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Yeah, it does remind us. So that's good. So there we go, that's that one.
Let's come back later.
Oh, this is exciting. It's been, what's this, episode 6? And this is something we discovered at the start of the first episode and haven't been able to solve yet. I got excited about it. Oh, I've gone into this room for some reason. This isn't the room I wanted to be in. Attic. It looks cool, but
I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here. I feel like there's gotta be a clue.
Fine. Well, I'm stuck here now. I was going to go and do the other two, but let's do this first. That looks pretty obvious.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Interesting. What's this?
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it. Just dusty junk.
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, so somebody was above here and potentially dropped something down.
Sally, you don't have a dust allergy, do you?
No. Do you?
Put it this way.
Oh.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh. It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Huh.
Nothing catching my
I'm
interest.
sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda. Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Okay, can we leave now? We can. So we found the clue. That's actually the last clue I think we have to discover. However, we're going to continue on with the harp thing now. So let's try this. Let's put in Freya's one. And how can I use the...
It's piano music.
Nope, it's not doing anything. Okay, so maybe it's not the cassette tapes, but maybe it's... Okay, I think I know which one it is then. And I can't remember the other shape on the harp now. But we want to ask her to play her music.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
How can I use the thing on it?
Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
Ah. Here we go. So we have the piano sound now. That's good. So what is the last shape? I might be able to see it in my clues here. Bell got, bird got, piano got. What's the mouth one? I'm not sure, but I think as we have the others, we can probably brute force it.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Oh, the others have reset. Hang on. And I did think that might be Flora who
Let's come back
doesn't
later.
talk, but... Is there anyone who sings?
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Let's come back later.
I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to do the thing that we were meant to do here. I kind of forgot about it. Look at the
We know a
crime
little
scene.
more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Blood from the paint pot. was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence. Almost. Maybe just change one.
Yeah. This one?
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to prove the existence of magic. Almost.
Yeah, so
Maybe
there's...
just
let's say it's to resemble a knife.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
We can see where she came to rest from that hole in the attic. What if the sound that was made kind of knocked out Freya and Flora? Then whoever was waiting in the attic did something. They could have done something through the hole, couldn't they? Into the room below. I think we need to go and talk to everyone again about this rope thing. I also want to know. Neither of the tapes worked here, did they?
It's piano music.
Yeah, we've already done the piano one anyway. And this one didn't do anything.
Weird.
It's someone humming
Oh!
too.
No, we can! Humming! Yeah, there we go. Just needed to play it on a bit. Cool.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what?
Should we go back to the garden?
Yes. I knew it was something to do with that.
Let's try this again.
Okay, so we
You know,
have...
I think
yeah.
we might be able to. That's
Gotta be it.
Gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Aha. Okay. I can't. There we go. Underground lair. Underneath. Well, there's a lot going on here.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
There's a lot of cracked stuff here.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside.
This must have been where Flora was bringing all the bugs. I think this is Flora's lab.
I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
What's in there? It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. 9 beetles.
Poor little
There's
Okay,
mostly
so
numbers.
I think, yeah.
9 beetles.
Poor
It's mostly numbers.
bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Forensic Entomology.
That's an incredibly specific... It's so dark. I can barely tell what I'm looking at. Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
I'm aware there's a big safe there. I will click it. I'm kind of leaving it
Is
to
that a lab
last.
coat?
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small.
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
Depends on your perspective.
Let's not go down just yet. We still haven't explored this room properly. A glass tank? It's full of plants.
There's a layer of condensation on the inside.
All right, check.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Safe time. Yep.
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
That kind of works, doesn't it? Oh. What have we got? We got... Need that to come out more. I mean, this one isn't necessarily right. Might reset.
Reset the puzzle?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we can see kind of what the theory is here. Don't feel like any of those fit. I feel like the only ones that fit here are these two shapes. We'll try again with this one. Don't think that's going to work. Yeah, that doesn't work, does that? It probably could work. Still the same shape, basic shape though, isn't it? Don't really see how that ties in. Okay, there is that one. We don't really... I suppose that does kind of work. It comes down here. We could have... It's probably the same as the one I was making before. Oh, it's coming this way though. Was it doing that before? Have that, and that one's already going there. I think this is the same as I had before, isn't it? It does feel like the most logical shape. Oh, doesn't it? Nope. Or is it that?
I got it.
I'm impressed.
Hey!
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
A folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected.
Whose research is this? This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Beetle, probably, is it?
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Pointer locked up. There we go. Oh, he's been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Hang on a sec. Okay, let's go down.
It's a hatch.
But we're already...
Depends on your perspective.
Mysterious. Oh, hello.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
I think we got the murder weapon. A sleek but sturdy metal rod has been stabbed into the photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. There's a small loop on the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished. What's this? Yeah, this is secret stuff, I guess.
So what's the photo?
So this is Flora's dad. How does he tie into it? That's because this is young Flora. These are the ink dip birds, and this resembles the third statue that Felix carved of Flora's 3 favorite things. But the only person we hadn't met, or known of. It's been framed, but it's slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl, a large man sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest.
Do you know who it is in the photo? This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
Mm-hmm.
Felix made a little model of him? For Flora?
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
I guess it's her dad. She's a Remington, isn't she? So Lord Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father. Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Hey, we've got other stuff here to look at. We've got a book.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Mistids of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. Looks very old. Ooh. Ha ha ha, that was in the secret diary. So we have the ink dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. We know of this. A silver snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. We haven't really come across that, although there was that thing near Hawkshaw, the little statue of a sea serpent thing. The soul bearer, a crab with 3 slightly different claws, and that was mentioned in Freya's diary. The amphibia, frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. So I'm going to remind myself what the diary said about the soul bearer. Soul bearer works. That's the crab thing she gave us. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now, need 2 more. So this is her trying to get into the secret lab that we got into. Found my way into the middle. Saw them all 5. I don't understand this one still.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Misted Mansion, north side cross-section. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have the upper towers. That might be before they were built. There's a room under. There is a room above the grand hall that we haven't been in yet. This study.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
Cool. Okay.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Freya's room is listed as storage. Yeah, I think the important thing here is the study there. Ooh, that was good. We got stuff here.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right, but if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Ooh.
Where are we?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with 1 candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late. Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Yeah, I think we're done here now, so let's go.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
Okay. Let's, I think we go through here.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Aha. The Hidden Heart. And we're getting close to it now. Ooh, okay. There's some stuff going on in here. Okay, well, let's have a look round, shall we? What's this thing, first of all?
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. Well, I know what goes there. A small sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure. Yep. I mean, I know what goes there. How do I... Can I...
It's a wooden pin hung up.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Alright, well, let's do this, I suppose. It's that picture of Hawkshaw, but... Oof, okay.
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
She said she saw 5 and their eyes had been crossed out. The ambassadors of Misted Mansion. Well, that could be... It's Felix? I don't know. I mean, you'd think Fitz, wouldn't you, based on physique, but I'm not sure. Kind of looks like Poppy, kind of looks like Fifi, but that could be Primrose. Is that her mother, Primrose? No, her mum's Flora, isn't she? Oh, I'm not sure. And I don't know who this guy is. Maybe Remington? I mean, 100% Felix. And that does look like Poppy. That probably fits. These two, not sure.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix. but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Another photograph.
Okay. What else do we have? We've got the Wolfman statue.
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3. Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
That soul bearer thing, isn't it?
Ugh. You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
Familiar to what? So I might need to go and check what the...
This crab really reminds
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Yeah. So let's go and have a look at that book we found. Okay, so these are kind of diagonally up to the right, open. And that's kind of diagonally up to the left, closed. Let's try that.
Is that a crab?
It's got
also crab.
Like that, open, like that, open, like that. Oh. Oh yeah, we probably want it like that.
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
I thought that...
This crab really...
That
Yeah,
little-
but I think I've seen it more recently.
Oh, the second arm is straight at the elbow. Okay, that side's right, I think.
Is that a crab?
It's got a...
Also,
This one goes like that. This one like that. And then this one like that.
perfect.
Oh, hello.
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
I think we got the missing part for that and what it shot.
What is it?
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
Found them already.
We found them already. I think that might attach the crossbow, but not this part of the crossbow.
Oh, is it the small lens, maybe? Aha. There we go.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery. Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it?
What about this thing? That's that silver serpent thing, isn't it, that we saw in the
Dragon.
children's book as well?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Oh, we can see the outline of a crossbow there.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle, mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third
The one that isn't there.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. 5th Ambassador located. Finally. Can't say I harboured any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. That would be the beetle. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved. But I know it's time. I think it's Hawkshaw. I don't think she is a private detective. I think she is someone who either is an estranged member of the family or the relative of one, or distantly related to the family, or someone who was wronged by them and wants revenge. I think it's Hawkshaw. That is my current working
Crumpled up
hypothesis.
paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside. An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Buttons, fabric, and an ink. Oh, this is the missing thing from the... I think this is probably the missing thing from the egg. I don't know what the buttons and scraps of fabric relate to. A doll of some kind, I would presume. Well, she could have had a toy ink drop bird, or ink dot bird, maybe.
Someone's been using this room. I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays, it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. So we've got that. I wonder if Hawkshaw's Flora. I could be wrong on that.
That doesn't
We
seem...
need something that could attack.
Okay.
That's not right. We're looking for...
I think it might have been found.
I mean... Yeah.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
The murder.
Time to solve this.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
Above.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
She was already lying on her back. She was knocked out
Freya was
by
already
the
lying on
sound
her
of the
back
beetle.
before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
She'd fallen unconscious.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Gramophone.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There was something in the gramophone.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small. Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
Crack paints.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration, enough to crack metal, enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They protected themselves with the
themselves.
earmuffs.
How?
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
And we will, but we're going to save that for next time. I think next time we're going to wrap this mystery up. I think we've got a lot of it straight now. Some of my guesses were correct, some of them were wrong, and as for the The motive and the murderer. I think Hawkshaw is the murderer. Motive I'm not sure on yet. I mean, like I said, I think maybe perhaps she's a descendant of one of the estranged people in the family tree, looking to sort of claim an inheritance for herself, although why she wouldn't just kill Fifi, I don't know. I think Freya was killed because she was onto it, rather than, you know, trying to take her out of any kind of inheritance thing, because she wasn't set to inherit anything. And or she was wronged in some way by like the original founders of this tower. But we'll find out next time, hopefully. And hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. I think this one is, it really started to sort of get into the nitty-gritty of things, this one, which was pretty cool. And hopefully you enjoyed that too. If you did, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be fantastic, as with leaving me a comment. Were your guesses correct in previous episodes? Were they not? Are you surprised at the way the direction things have taken, or did you see it all coming? Let me know in the comments. And lastly, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you could do so. So thanks very much once again, and I hope to see you next time for the conclusion, I think, of Tangle Tower. Bye for now.